different to other gangs. All right, just so you're aware, some other gangs that hang around basically go off, grind for us, and bring back all the shit. All right, we don't do that shit. Now, on the plus side, actually, John, I want you to chime in about your John and Nigel, both of you chime in about your fucking times to hang around, whether or not you feel like you're a part of Seaside or if you're hanging around.
Nigel?
Well, how do you mean exactly? If I feel part of Seaside?
Do you feel like you're a traditional hang around, or you're treated different, like better than a hang around, that kind of shit?
Well, I mean, being a hang around in general, especially like, or at least like in Southside gangs and shit. I mean, it pretty much just comes down to like run oxy for me, or shit like that. Like do this, do that. I mean, for me personally, I can only speak about me being in like hanging around for Seaside and shit. But I mean, I haven't necessarily been told to like go do something or go get someone something. You know what I mean?
John?
I'm eating chips. Chef.
My opinion is the same as Nigel's. I feel included.
Okay. So, with that said, would you guys say it's safe to say that we would class a Seaside hangaround as more of a Seaside associate than a traditional?
Oh, this is about French fries, not chips.
I
sorry.
definitely feel part of the family.
This is for the rest of Seaside.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Council members, speak up. It's time to shine.
I don't know shit. I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't know what you want me to say. I think that is like, we try not to be where we came from, you know, and everybody, I think almost everybody who's standing in the circle, especially from council members, you know, we came from Southside. We've been through the process of being, you know, the running dog for the big boys.
Put your fucking iPad away.
Put it away. Put it away.
Why the
Fucking
fuck?
the cunt. Okay, Joe, go on.
Please keep your iPad away.
Yes.
Yes, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
No, I, for me, hang around is different from a lot of people, and I feel like the hang around phase is good. I think when it comes, as I understand when some people are bringing up shit, when it comes to some hang arounds, I feel like they need to meet everybody before, you know, you're officially a hang around. Maybe I was a little bit too hasted, you know, when it comes to, for example, Amber. I like Amber. I have no issues with Amber. I haven't seen like what some people of you have seen, but I hope if people have some issues that bring it up, you know, like you said, communication again, especially when it comes to hang around. That's what hang around phase is for. And of course, you know, I don't want the hang-arounds to feel like, okay, I've been running Oxy for like the last 3 weeks, you know, every fucking day, you know, to please people. When you are Seaside, you're a part of a family. Yeah, you're a hang-around because we are a crew. We are testing you out to see, can you fit this family? And if you do, you become a full member. And I think the process is good.
I'm glad you said that.
If there's some small stuff we can change or get better on, and maybe we should talk to the hanger-on themselves, you know, to see what they think, you know, about the process, you know, or if there's some changes we can have to get a better hanger-on face, hey, my ears are all yours.
Okay. Do you want to tap in on this, or you still just chilling?
I think the biggest problem, right, with the hang around phases, okay, and this is gonna happen. Now, I know, listen, it's going to be awkward because this is what happens when you got a big gang that's actually kind of successful, okay? I say kinda because we have a few kinks here and there. Not everybody's a straight up millionaire, okay? This is a very rare situation where we at right now. If you want to see numbers, this many fucking people, I don't think you could even look at Chan Gang and say, oh, they have the same shit. Because back in the day, these motherfuckers used to have a very solid, like, 9 to 10. This is, you know, we're talking about 20, 30 motherfuckers right now, okay? Even when it compared to the Vagos, this dynamic here is very different because we allowed Seaside to become a crew where everybody can talk, okay? So, the hang-arounds, I think it would easily declare, right? Like, Smalls, MP, you probably had a hard time as hang-around, right? Harder, would you say?
Oh, 10 times hotter than
yeah.
what they have.
Exactly. But there's a little bit of a difference too, okay? So when you keep growing, like I remember when Smalls came in, it was when Ash and stuff was still around and he was just hanging about, and there were less of us. And he would meet me directly, and you know me, I just like to fuck around with the goddamn hang-arounds, tell them to do dumb shit all day long. Like I used to tell Ivan, go grab me some materials, and I'd forget about it 1 week later, and he comes back to me and says, I got 20,000 materials, boss. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with fucking Small. Same thing with fucking MP. MP went on oxy runs and shit like that nonstop. But the difference is, I don't go directly to Nigel and fucking John as much. You know what I mean? Even though I like them, compared to most of our hang-arounds, even though I like them, I still there's that degree of separation now that we've become a little bit bigger. You know? So you guys need to understand when we judge these hang-arounds, they're not gonna go through the same treatment that you did, especially because what I believe is we're not a Southside gang. Because 50% of you would not make it in a Southside gang. You know what I mean? We're very lenient. There's no talking like this. I don't remember a single time in the Vagos where we discussed anything like this. You know, I don't think the ballers ever talked and used the words that we're using today. You know, it's clear to me that we just need to understand something, okay, guys? When it comes to this hang-around shit, we need to set everything in stone. Number one, the reason we never did we stopped the whole everybody gets a vote thing for a hang-around is because it was impossible to get a fucking approval of everybody.
Yep.
Because it'd be a roundabout process where the cunt has to go all the way from now to meet me and all the way to NA to meet Nick. And that's if he's lucky enough to meet everybody in between. So I don't know what the fuck is the nice in-between alternative to that. You get what I'm saying? Because I remember John.
We used to have a lot of vetoes for that. Like I would veto a lot of people, veto my vote for a lot of people because I was doing a lot of civ shit, so I couldn't spend the time with them. But some people used to come spend time with me and that kind of shit, which was great. But I didn't get to see the full picture of them. So kind of, I looked at my vote and I said it's irrelevant with this one. But for a lot of people that have been brought in on this, I can tell you right now, I vetoed my vote for you guys.
I mean, like
a lot of other people wouldn't veto votes; they'd stand there and say no.
I'll be honest with you guys. I think the only way to actually adjust to this kind of bullshit is to have something that's more active than we just let it go. You know what I'm saying? You want to know? You want to be honest? You want me to be honest about how we need to do things? If you want a hang around process that's like a little bit cleaner. You know how we all have. We can either use the documents or Discordia, right? Because it's such a weird, fickle thing, time zones, right? You legit need to have. If you're interested in making somebody a fucking hang around, you should put their name up on Discordia, where there's just like a single page, and then you just have a look at that, and as you see it, if you like the person, you just think yes. That's it. And I think that's the only realistic way to actually get it going. So it's like an active thing that people see. You know what? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Instead of like having to remind it
before they become a hang around.
Yeah, before they become a hang around. Let's say, for example, I know like Axel and this Donut guy, Donut. You know, I have no doubt. Like if Axel likes the cunt, you know, he'll probably say, "Oh, we should get him to hang around or some shit." You put like the donut.
Nice.
You put the donut.
He's funny
name.
as fuck.
Shut the fuck up! I'm not asking
like
if he's
Donut.
funny or not. You put his donut. You put Donut's name on the fucking Discordia. If he's somebody that you guys want to put up one day, and we just make it natural from fucking there. And if it has enough fucking ticks, then we bring him in. You know what I'm saying? And nobody here who's counsel or otherwise will be caught off guard anymore. If there's a fucking red flag on that motherfucker, bring up the red flag ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I know this is weird, but when you have a crew this big and you're active, and you're fucking moving, you have to adapt. And we're using different systems. I don't know. I'm happy to give that all a vote if you guys agree on right now.
So vote on
I agree
basically
on that.
TLDR, right? Is going to be a Discordia fucking thread on a hang around where you guys react to it And if you don't see them, don't react. If you do see them and you've spoken with them and spent some time with them. And here's the other point I need to make with this shit. If you know that someone's wanting to bring someone in as a hangaround, stop being a fuckwit and actually also go out of your way to see them. All right? If you want to do shit the Southside way and make them come to you, all right, then you're going in the wrong direction yourself.
Yeah,
So I can
don't
tell
know.
you now, there's a lot of times I force myself on you guys.
I don't know if everyone knows him, but Max is also like he's been.
Put him on the put him on the app, cunt.
Fucking deal with that later. All
Put it
right,
on
we're
fucking
gonna go
Discord
around and
there.
do
You
a-
guys yelling, man. Come on,
We're
chillax.
gonna do a quick vote. Benji.
Hold on. Before we go, before we start the vote, I want you guys to understand something, okay? Just because I'm not stating it specifically, the council can fucking stop anything from happening, all right? Just remember that. So this is not gonna be like, oh my god, everybody voted already, and some fucking random ass full member is just gonna pull everybody in. No, okay? So just remember that we have to make sure that everything's in line. Otherwise, we're fucked. We're gonna make it useless. Everybody's gonna start taking votes on yes and shit. All right. And if you're not happy with the council doing that, then you can leave Seaside right now. Anybody want to leave? Okay, thank you. Yeah, Reggie, go.
All right, yay or nay, Benji?
Yay.
Axel.
Yay.
Mona.
Yeah.
Echo.
Yeah.
Ivan.
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah.
MP. Cass.
Yeah.
Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yes, for me.
JJ. Keep going around so I don't have to keep saying your fucking names.
Yeah.
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 Smalls is in his head, so
Yeah.
This is
Alright,
it's actually unanimous.
it's
isn't it?
unanimous.
Holy
Alright.
fuck. Okay.
all right. First,
Real quick, does
first
anyone have
unanimous
food and drink?
vote that first unanimous vote we've had with fucking Seaside. Holy fuck me dead.
History has been fucking made. Thank God.
I've got food now.
Just FYI, I need to head out in 4 minutes.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Okay.
So Nick, you need to head out. We're gonna hit on the big fucking one right now. All right. So I need you all to shut the fuck up and listen. All right. Hangarounds on the app. I'm gonna start this one off because I have a very strong opinion about this. And I want to voice my opinion on this. Hangarounds on the app. I couldn't give two flying fucks who Benji decides to put on the app. And I want to make that very clear. I'm a council member and I have spent the least amount of time on the app. Why? Because I do not see a need to be on it myself. I do not see that that's a prestige for myself or anything like that. I don't give a fuck because I know my position in Seaside. Okay? So it's very fucking clear to me that I don't need an app for validation on whether or not I'm on Seaside or fucking anything to do with that. The way that I see the app, 3 purposes. 1, talking to the local. Couldn't give a fuck about that. All right? Because I'm not involved in that shit. All right? 2 is the fucking being able to queue up for banks. Couldn't give a fuck about that either. Never have given a fuck about that. I only ever used to do that as a fucking chore when I was on the app. And then number 3 is defending the sprays. Also couldn't give a fuck about that. If I want to go attack a spray or anything like that, or fucking help Benji when he's rolling out, I can do that. I also want to make it very clear, if I wanted to, I could turn around and say to Benji, I want to be on the app, and he'd yeet anyone for me being a council member. Okay? My views on that is whatever Benji decides is best for the gang is best for the gang. Anything else that I have to do with that, if I want to talk to him about it, I can.
Listen.
But I'm not going to.
Reggie, one
Can I
second.
just fill in before I need to dip?
Yeah.
In my point of view on that. I don't give a fuck either. I've never been on the app, I don't think. I don't really give a fuck about it.
You've
But
been there.
You've been in the app
Oh,
about
I've
20
been there.
times.
okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's I didn't know. What I'm trying to say is that if it comes down to a hanger, like let's say that you have a hanger on that is around as much as a full member, if you will. I do think there's an order, and that is that the full member becomes
Agreed.
as priority. That's my only 2 cents. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. I think it's just weird that if we have two members that are around equally, and one of them is a hang around and one is a full member, naturally that should fall on the full member. That's only my 2 cents. I couldn't give a fuck if we don't have enough full members and we need to, you know, have hang-arounds. I don't give a fuck. I generally don't give a fuck. But if we have enough full members, they should always take precedence over a hang-around. That's just
Yeah, I want to clarify with that. Like, we always done that. Like, every time we have discussion about members on the app, we discuss it together. And the only like kind of like biggest criteria, if you're around or not, you know, because that's the most beneficial shit for the app. If you are not around or not able to be around, there's no need for you to be on that app, if that makes sense. And if we have a hang around who is around every fucking day, we have more use for that person. But of course, if there is a member, you know, like you said, hang around and member equally around, a member should be there. Period.
Yeah. Or around.
That's how
enough,
it's
bro.
been the last 2 years or since we had the app.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a few things in the hang around stuff and the app, okay? The app, I feel like is a little bit fickle as well because of a few things. There's some of you here that like kind of misunderstand about what happens, all right? The reason a lot of hang-arounds have made it into the application within the last few months, especially towards the Cerberus and Hydra War, was because I found myself alone for a lot of the times. Okay? And I'm not saying that you guys it wouldn't wake up for me or anything like that, but, you know, people that I chose were for very specific reasons. And then I've always been on the fucking mindset. And, you know, I'm not ashamed to say it. I wanted people that were capable of holding it down for us, okay? But that was during our journey to 54 sprays. And this is something interesting that I wanted to bring up today because I think it will set the precedent for a lot of things, okay? I had a little talk on the little treasure island with all the boys, and I tried to make it fucking crystal clear, okay? I do not want to be a gang that cannot lose. I want to win. I always want to win. But if I, for some reason, lose, I want to be able to wake up the next day and my people, my crew, my gang, my family doesn't make me feel like shit for it. Okay? That's the bottom line. Okay? I don't want to hear about, I don't want people like being mad or arguing about who's on the fucking app and shit like that because it's very difficult for me not to be very biased in my opinion of it because we usually fight when I'm around. People like the enemy always wants to fucking put me on a goddamn spike. You know what I mean? So I always make sure that we have the most capable people that are around. And, you know, and sometimes I feel like it's a little bit of a rough decision. If you told me right now, if we had to defend a spray, would I trust Shano or would I trust Nigel? I'm sorry, I would trust Nigel. I trust.
That's an easy choice, bro.
I trust you.
Yeah.
No, listen, I trust you with my
No,
life.
I'm joking.
I don't trust you to shoot the fucking apple on my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. However, I've always been about whether or not you guys can adjust to that. If you guys think that we need to change our mentality or reset our mentality because we're no longer going for 54, we're no longer constantly at war for sprays or shit like that, we can. I'm open to that, all right? But sorry?
Nah.
Yeah, so what do you want to do? What do you guys feel is like the problem with the way I'm thinking, or if it's correct, you know, how do you guys want to go about it?
I mean, again, I need to leave in like I should have left 3 minutes ago. So
Okay,
I'm
you know,
just
you
gonna
say
keep
it,
it
yeah,
short.
because you gotta go, yeah.
I don't think that we are doing anything bad. I think Seaside is in a really good place. I generally don't have any issues whatsoever. I think we have a good vibe. We do the things we need to do. We press when we need to press. We are not bitches, etc., etc. I generally think we're in a good side. Like I think we're doing jobs. We're hanging out. We're doing random shit. You guys did the whole weed game trying to establish that. I think that was a genuinely good call. There's a lot of good things. I don't think we need to change anything. That's just my 2 cents. I think we should be. We've already hashed this out. I'm not gonna bring it up again, but you know the whole mocking. I'm not gonna bring that up.
That's
fucked
that
up.
shouldn't have happened. So it's fine. All
I
right.
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up. All right, so everybody knows I
That's
fucked
okay.
up.
Yeah,
Period.
it's okay. We don't need to put it on anyone's shoulders. I'm just saying that, barring that incident, I think we're in a good state. I think we should keep doing the weed shit that we did, but just not that one specific part. That's it. That's my 2 cents. I'm very happy with Seaside, and I've like, if I need to hang out with people, I mean, you know, I'm late, so I only have Dragon to hang around, and we all know Dragon, toe sucking man. So yeah, I'm actually very happy. That's just my takeaway. And
Just to slot this in real quick, if you guys do decide that you want to wake up when Nick's awake, make sure you give him a call and go see what he's up to. He wants more people that want to see how shit goes down in NA and that kind of shit. All right. Don't feel like you got no one else around. Nick's usually
Yeah,
awake.
he's a fucking clusterfuck, you know? Like, he
NA
even
is a
get
different
bombs
beast.
on his cars, you know? When we were breaking that hours, it's fucking crazy out there.
NA is a different wild beast, but
It's a different vibe.
It's a good vibe if you make it a good
Yeah.
vibe. Just saying. We had a good little shit thing with GG after the whole damn shit. So don't be afraid to wake up NA if you can. I'm almost always around, and
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
I need to head the fuck out.
Go ahead,
could
bro.
Someone do like a meeting of minutes or whatever?
Sure.
I'm already doing that.
Okay.
We had a
appreciate
lot
you,
of
Nick.
people though that did disagree with the whole hang around in the app. So can we put a vote to see like how many people are
Oh
against?
no.
yeah,
No. I'm not done. I'm
we're
not done
doing-
speaking.
we're-
I'm not done speaking.
We're still talking.
I want you guys to know that every full member can easily ask for to be on the application. Okay, that's not a problem. If the only reason I would say no is if we're actively fighting and I don't want to deal with switching people out during that time. Okay. So if any of you ever want to be on it, that's no problem. So, okay, go ahead. We can do I guess we're doing a vote on the hang-arounds and shit like that.
Okay,
Be on the app.
so to formally put it, what is your idea that you want to put forward, Benji?
Oh well, I don't really have an idea. I
It's
want to
not
see.
just a flat out hang arounds, not on app.
I think
We
we
need a
just need
solution.
to understand that if you want to be on the app, you have to remind me a few times. Okay, not just mention it in passing and hope not to make it a problem. You don't want to annoy me or whatever. You know, just fucking say you want to be on the fucking app. Say you want to be on there for. You tell me why you want to be on the fucking app. You want to defend our fucking sprays? Do you want to fight? Do you want to get fucking thing? Do you want to just get fucking bank codes? What the fuck do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Because if there's potential other people that can get you on their, you know, like their friends apps or some shit like that. Maybe we could make that happen. But if not, you know, you get what I'm saying, guys? We need to be a little bit more vocal on what we want from the app. Like, I've always seen it as combat. But I think the one thing that I wanted to mention here is I think we need to vote on whether or not everybody is... How hardcore do we want to be, is what I'm saying. But I'm not too sure how to frame this question.
All right, here. Let me ask a question. Put your hand up if you give a fuck if we lose sprays.
If I give a fuck if you lose sprays?
I care about losing sprays.
Yeah, of course I care about losing
I
sprays.
think everybody cares about losing sprays. It's
Well,
just, you know,
not
how
everyone
we
has their
I
hands up.
think the question
That's
should
why
be
I said
centered
yes. Who
differently.
told me to
It
shut
should-
up?
Because like at the end of the day, everybody cares. But like I think
Okay.
the question should be renamed or reformed.
So next question. Who gives a fuck
Okay,
about getting
I know.
bank codes?
Fuck it. I'll say it out.
Okay.
And it's gonna be the goddamn fucking vote, okay? Do we? Okay. Fuck it. This is actually silly because. Let me think again. Because if we say it's.
Shit, man.
What
No,
do you guys want to
we
vote
gotta be
about? Like, I'm so confused. Like, for me, this is a council shit. This is a beneficial shit. We have a CSET as a fucking family. Council set the fucking shit. We work from there. Whatever happens, happens. If you want
That's
to
a
be
good
on it,
thing.
what?
I like that, KJ. All right, quick vote. All right, I'm going around the circle. Council has power on what happens with the app. However, if you are a full member, you can come to a council member mainly Benji. If you would like to be on the app.
No. Wait. All right, council council sidebar. Come on.
I am.
It's an easy question. Like, why don't you prioritize members
Draco.
over hangarounds? That's literally the only question.
That's not the
Some members aren't
problem.
always fucking here.
That's not the problem. Members will always be prioritized. That's no problem. That vote will go through.
Why is JJ not coming?
He's not
Oh
council
shit.
anymore.
Never mind. I forgot. Sorry.
Sort of Great Ocean Highway, you know,
Okay.
Listen,
the
all I'm
nice
trying to do
hotel
is
down
stomp it
there.
out to the
Can you
point
come
where
here with the
council still
car?
has fucking power over the app.
Yeah,
No.
I don't give a
Listen.
fuck.
I think we
Alright,
need
just
to.
call me when you're outside. Bye-bye.
I think we
Sure,
need.
we're whispering, please.
Okay, I wanted to make it clear that it doesn't matter. Like, see, this is only hangarounds. Not being on app is fucking easy, bro. We just kick Nigel and fucking thing out, right? We're done. Is that all we have to do? Correct?
No. We make Nigel a fucking member, and then this shit is over. Period.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't he
His
supposed to
time
vote
is up for
him, like,
due.
a
He's
while
around every
ago?
fucking day, and he's one of the greatest fucking hangarounds we had in fucking years. So yeah.
Hey, the fuck, KJ?
Okay.
I'm so tired of this hang around, not hang around. Like, are you a member of this family? If you're a hang around member, council member, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm so like, what? Like, everybody calling me a fucking Southside member, and then they want to divide everything. They're more Southside than I am. Then aren't we like leaving that shit? That is Southside mentality. That's how they talk.
The thing that pisses me off is, and I think that I should have the largest voice with this. I've been a council member and I've been on the app the least because I don't give a fuck about it.
I don't give a fuck.
People see
Remove
it
me
as a
from the app and
prestige.
add whoever you want to add. I don't give a fuck. Like, get the fucking bank job so you can invite your fucking other crews or family and go with the fucking bank. Like, who gives a fuck? Do it.
I mean, I really don't give a fuck who's on the app either. If
Should be
Benji
a
thinks they
council
fit
vote.
for the, if Benji
Yes.
thinks they fit for the app, then I trust
Yes.
Benji's word.
Yeah, I trust it as well. And if Benji comes to me and say, "Hey, KJ, I need to take you off the app," hey, be my guest. Let me
I feel
do
like-
what you need to do
Okay.
for this
See,
family to
this is-
survive and strive.
You see, this is the problem, okay? If we put things to a vote, whether, let's say, for example, right? Do we vote on hangarounds not being on the app? That's an easy vote because full members, no, I'm just saying full members can vote either any. That doesn't, it's inconsequential. The problem here,
Yeah.
the problem here is, let's be honest. People are making it an odd area of contention whether or not somebody that's a shooter should be prioritized over anything else when it comes to the combat requirement of the application. That's it. Are we gonna be pussyfooting around and not bringing that point up? Because let's be real, okay? Some of these motherfuckers that people like to call just, oh, he's just a fucking shooter. I have some of my best times with them. They make me fucking laugh. They know what to do. They know how to hang out. It's not like they're fucking dense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they do.
Then
so
you
fuck
have some
that.
people are only on the app because they're only a bank buster, all right? And you can bring that point up as well. Yeah, why the fuck should you be on the app to get the bank jobs? You know, you can get the fucking codes from other people.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
You know
I
what
think.
I think we should do.
Okay. I
And
think we
this is
should
a
do.
really cunty thing for me.
No.
but
This is what.
I want to say this.
Okay.
Right, is we give them the vote on whether or not the council has the decision on who's on the app, and everyone else can just fuck off. Right, if they want to be on the app, they can still talk to us, and then we can put them on there. Right, and then if it does outweigh us, we just overrule as the council.
I think. Okay. I get
What is
you.
the point?
That's we don't need to be sneaky like that, bro. We don't. No,
I
we
get
don't.
what
We
you're
don't want
saying,
people
but
to
yeah,
hate
do
leadership.
No,
what you want
it's
to do,
about putting
Benji.
them back in their fucking spot sometimes.
What do you say,
They
Michael?
know where they fucking stand, bro. You don't need to. We don't need to fucking
I don't
improve
think
that.
they fucking do with the
I
shit
want
that's
to
been
hear
happening.
Michael's input on this, all right? Because he's kind of like from the outside in, looking in.
I think the app thing is stupid. Like if you're basing anything on the app, I don't. Why do you have ranks in your gang then, or in your family? Being a hang around, being a member, being a council, being the leader, is the ranks you should go by, not what's happening in an app.
What
Do
the
whatever
fuck?
the fuck you want with the app.
What the fuck didn't you say that? In the
What?
fucking meeting itself. What the fuck didn't you say that then?
Because again, I am basically just here. I don't understand the app per se. Some people say that the app is for shooters. Some saying it's for banking. Some saying it doesn't matter at all.
It's for all of it basically. The application is
No,
for,
okay. The problem here is take away the issue of hang around and their members. Okay.
No, so here's the thing. I can see why people are concerned about hang around being in the app. Because a hang around is still a new person that you are trying to figure out if they're fit for the family. I wouldn't say a hang around is a family. I'm assuming there is a period of time where they hang
Yeah.
around before being a hang around, but I wouldn't say they're officially in the family just because they're a hang around. They're building up to that point. If they're in the app, if they're not in the app, at the end of the day, that doesn't seem to matter because the app doesn't define who you are in the family. The app is just something you are forced to use because you have to.
You see,
Yeah.
this is
But
the
at
this
the end
is
of-
It's a tool for you
Okay.
to survive as a
okay.
gang.
You're
to be
saying
able
you're
to
saying
do
I'm sorry.
certain things.
I'm just saying this. Okay, I gotta cut you off because you're saying it perfect already. What I'm trying to point out right now, guys, is we need to set up the segregation. What people assume the app is for. We cannot be like, oh, it's sometimes for banks, sometimes for this, sometimes for that. Because even I do the same thing, right? So if you look at the laptop, the fact that Bodhi's still in there, we can just remove him.
Yeah.
We can just remove him. We can remove anybody that's not really around, and this is all sorted out. You know what?
Yeah, but Benji, that's what I always said. The app for me is more about if you're active, you're on the app. If you're not active, you're not.
I
there.
agree.
Exactly. We need.
Right,
That's
I
why. But
agree
I
with
know.
you,
I know.
Jay.
I know. I know.
This is such a simple thing, bro.
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
know
that's
why
why.
the fuck it's. Listen.
Why is this even a topic?
This is what you can do. Okay, be like, all right, we will not add hangarounds for now. But if shit hits the fan and we need people that are able to protect, and we don't have anybody else but hangarounds, we'll add them. That's it.
I know.
mean, bro, it's
That's
a
what
thing where
we
you can
fucking
remove
did.
and add people. Why
That's
the
what
fuck
we
is it
did.
an
That's what we
issue,
fucking
bro?
did. The thing is,
No, but it's an
people are
issue
making.
because they see
Pussy,
different.
bro.
Yeah, they're making it a point out of it.
They're making a JJ and Cole, right? Some of the people that are the firm believers on the rite of passage being on the app. What is our main focus when we come to the selection anyway? Because let's say, for example, we remove Nigel and whoever else is on the app, okay? Hangaround is no longer on the app. Now, that happens. And Nigel is full member. Then does it become the subject of seniority? Shano's been around longer. He should be put up in the app first before Nigel. Or are we going
But
to...
Shane
You get what I'm
is
saying?
around. He's around like 2
Yeah, but
hours.
I
that's not
know.
the goal.
I'm saying
So it should
we
be about
need
activity.
to adjust this. We need to make sure this voting, the issue, it points out the right thing, not just a fucking band-aid fix. You know what I'm saying? So it's either I think we just need to shut it down. To be honest, I think I go with what
that's
Reggie's
why I
saying in
want
the
to
end.
just shut it down because it's so fucking stupid. So yeah, let's sorry Chico to say, but let's put Chico there. He's a council member, you know. He's around maximum 2 days a week, a couple of hours. He's a council member. He should be there in front of the member. That's how they look at it.
Okay, we do it this way.
how-
I just think we shut that shit down. Say as a council, we've decided this. This is
I know. I will say this. Okay, it's obviously something very meaningful for a lot of members. We can vote on the removal of hangarounds from the app, and then we will put another vote to make sure that people understand that the council will decide who goes on the app next. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Because we cannot vote. Everybody cannot vote on who's going to be in the fucking app. That will be too much. Some of this
But
shit
if
has
we
to be on the
take out-
fly.
Well, that's
No,
why
if we
I
take
feel
out
like the
Nigel-
system we've been using. If you're around, you're on the app. If you're not around, we would take you off. Yeah, I
Exactly.
need to take this. I'm sorry. Yeah, what's
If
good?
we take out Nigel, doesn't it take like 2 weeks before you're able to put him back in?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I really want to check out Nigel right now. I mean, either which way, we're not gonna put a vote up for him anyway. So I thought we were supposed to do that later.
We were supposed to have been do that. Who
I
was
told Benji, he just didn't do it.
I forgot to do
that's
it.
your
We'll do it.
problem
We'll,
right there.
you need to
we'll do it
tell
live.
Benji, tell
We'll do
me.
it live. Oh, why didn't you fucking do it? Fuck.
Yeah, all
we
you gotta
do-
do
I
is
I
told
tell
told
me.
you.
you.
We're
I
doing
told
it.
you. Put
Okay,
the vote
okay,
up, and you said,
okay.
okay, give me 5 minutes. What happened? 5
All right,
minutes
all right,
later?
let's go.
Don't ask him.
So wait, what are we doing? So do you know what to ask them, Reggie? You know what to ask, right?
All right. So the first vote is about whether or not hangarounds will be on the app.
Yeah, let's just ask. Let's see how everybody feels.
Then-
because it might not even
then
go
the next thing-
the vote on their way.
The next thing that I'm gonna ask, and it's your choice. If I can be cunty about it, I'm gonna turn around and ask for a council vote on whether or not council has final say over the app. Just so we can show that we still have this. Or
No,
we can just ask.
No,
them all.
then don't
I
even
mean,
ask
that's
them.
the
Just
thing,
tell them.
right?
Just
I
tell
don't
them.
even. Don't even ask. Just tell them that council has final say.
Easy. Let's go.
Yeah. Who the fuck is KJ?
You
You have to
take a
take
phone
a phone
call.
call.
We gotta wait for KJ for a second, guys. He got like an important phone call or some shit.
Wait, why the fuck's John here and not getting us Oxy?
Yeah, grind for me, bitch.
What the hell?
Get your orders in.
Oh, by the way, Shano, I can explain what happened to the Helion, and I'll get it out after this.
Leave my head for a second. I'm just gonna leave it there. Just so that you
Kind of
guys got
forgot,
something.
to be honest, but I'll explain. You'll understand. It was a shit fest. It was like we were using the car, then it like turned into like a big shit fest. But like, yeah,
Did it get more strokes on it?
I don't know. Probably. I've been.
Oh, your bank account is fucked then.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, you're having problems with cops on the Helion?
Yeah, you should have been there. It was fucked.
I mean, when there's
Holy
17
fuck.
of them,
Guys, I'm so south side. I just told the guy to go run Oxy for me.
how dare you? Damn.
Yeah. You know me, you know, Bala's leader here, you know, guys.
Yeah, fucking Draco takes over fucking Seaside, I swear to God.
Honestly, it's probably better to not use a Hellion or any kind of off-road cars because the cops absolutely hate them now, and they pulled Air 1 on us for a car that only goes 90 miles an hour.
Jesus.
We was just chilling, and then Air 1 and like 20 cops came after us because I guess Benji had a warrant. So
God damn.
we got
It was like a
fucked.
crazy time.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, a bunch of cars. I have every car. I have every vehicle I own in impound.
Even the Isaiah.
Even the ACA was an impound.
God damn.
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, even that was. I didn't have a BMX.
Feels
that was
bad, man.
Where the fuck is KJ?
What are you using this hair for?
We might have
Everything
used it
else
for
was
a
an
house
impound.
robbery.
We used it for a house robbery.
The fuck
I
is
did
it?
get the dart out
I'd say
yesterday,
it was
though.
worth it, though. I'd say using the Isaiah was worth it.
Yeah, that shit went hard.
We can just move forward, no?
The fuck is KJ, bro?
No,
Yo,
we're
what's
doing a
good?
vote.
Who the fuck are you? Come on, dude.
I'm getting the car. All right.
Why
Everything
you,
is
bro?
happening today.
Why do you have to do it right now? Fuck it, bro.
Because they need to do it right now because he just woke up to do it. All right. So I just got it.
And fucking 20 other people woke up, man.
I know. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
Look at the car. Look at the car.
Who gives a fuck about your car? Get here.
It's not my car.
Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. All right.
Alright, it's gonna be a simple vote. We're gonna go around the same as last time. We're voting on whether or not you, and everyone else, you believe hangarounds should be on the app. Alright,
Should or
we'll start with
shouldn't be?
Axel. Should be on the app.
Okay.
If they're
Axel.
vital for it, yes.
I don't want to hear ifs, ands, or anything like that. It's just a
Okay.
yes
No,
or
no.
please.
I think no. Better you shape it the other way, Reggie. To make it clear, should we remove the hangarounds from the app? That should be the vote.
Okay, should we remove hangarounds from app?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Then no. Okay.
Oh no.
No, we shouldn't. After hearing like the reasons to, like behind why they were added in the first place, I feel like they should stay.
Jano.
Nah, it's all good with me.
Ivan.
Let them be where they are.
Keep going around so I don't have to keep saying your fucking names.
I'd say, yeah, we should remove them.
I also say we should remove them.
It's all the same to me. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so we got 2 removed so far.
No.
No.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So we had 4 yeses, the rest was no. So majority is that hangarounds stay on the app.
Are we just gonna leave it at that, or do we actually want to talk about why this is a thing?
So
I mean-
the next thing we're gonna do is let you guys know as a council, we've decided the council are going to determine who stays on the app and who gets added on the app. Benji's going to explain why.
I think
Isn't that common sense though?
yeah. I think
Sorry.
we wanted to, the reason I wanted to put that vote forward was because I wanted to get a clear gauge on how everybody in Seaside felt. I think we're the most active people in Seaside, bar maybe Fredo not being around right now, maybe OJ because he's been considerably active, Nick as well. I wanted to like make it clear how people are feeling, and I want you to understand that no matter how you vote, it doesn't fucking, you know, it's okay to vote the way you want to. It's not I'm not trying to set up a dictatorship ish, but you know, I think there's a lot of things where we are not going to be able to ask every single member their thoughts on who should be on the app, because it's simply something that's too many variables to consider. And sometimes we make those decisions on the fly. But you know, one weakness of it is I like to hold it off for later discussions and hope things disappear. And I need to be a little bit more different with that and make sure that I'm discussing it more actively with the council. And we're going to make sure that, you know, we try to include more people as soon as possible and remove people that shouldn't be there. I think that's clear that, you know, the council has always had a say, the most say or the only say in the app. But naturally, any full member, you know, if you ever feel like you deserve a position over there because, hey, there's space, why is a fucking hang around on there? I want that to not be the case. That's not a problem. So if anybody asks me here that you want to be in the app over Nigel, I think Nigel understands that, you know, he can't really bitch about that. You know, he'll just wait till he, you know, if one day he becomes a member, he'll be on it, right? What's up, Ivan?
Yeah. I just wanted to say my piece about it, but you know, if you're still talking, I'm just
No, go ahead. You can say what you want to say.
Yeah, like the question was worded a little bit, you know. I think just because of how the app is, it's a little bit stupid. 15 slots on 2 dozen motherfuckers that are right here. Plus, we have some hang-arounds that do need to be there every now and again because, you know, they are being utilized for fighting that, you know, they could be doing better than some of us, or me, to be specific. It just needs to be swapped out a little bit more often, and, you know, maybe some consideration. We may be undergunned in the first or second 5 ride, but we can adapt and overcome if need be. I think just a little bit more flexibility with that because of how fucked the app is by itself. Like 15 spots for 25 people. You know, it's not.
You also need to know if you don't, when you remove someone, you can't put them back on for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's the most painful part because I think we need to adapt to everything. That's why we put a little bit of a half and half of everybody in the app, right? Some of the people, there are people that know how to rob banks. Some of them are people that know how to fucking handle themselves out there. Some people can defend. Some people can push. Some people are doing drugs and shit like that. But I need you guys to understand, bro. Like, this is the fickle thing about it, right? You can't get the shit right. Like, there's some weeks where, yes, I completely fucking agree. Ivan should be in the fucking app. You know what I'm saying? Like, I completely agree. And we're gonna... What I want you guys to remember is that we're going to look at the whole app as a whole, all right? But one thing that I want... Sorry, who's going to talk?
I was going to talk with you. Go on.
I wanted to ask everybody here, okay? Just to get a fucking gauge, okay? We'll go around here because this is Seaside right here, guys, okay? This is the brain of fucking Seaside. And I need to know, all right? When we go around here, I want you all to tell me whether or not what this app is about for you, okay? Whether it's for combat, whether it's for both, whether it's for banks, or whether it's both, or whether it's a rite of passage, I don't give a fuck. Tell me what the fuck is so important about the app for you, all right? Just so that I know when we make decisions as a council, what we need to consider the most. Is that fair? I think that's fair, right? It's a fucking weird thing to ask, but then at least I know where everybody is.
I think it's fair.
Axel, what's this app for fucking you? Go.
It's a major sort of income for the gang.
Okay, so His objective is
And-
most active people need to
and-
be awake. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. So most active people, of course, but being at it's banks, it's the locals. Our sprays are a huge factor to the money we make from those locals, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Yes.
Correct.
The more
So
sprays you have,
combat is very important, just because the people who are currently on it, we can all wholeheartedly say that we can defend. That's really all I got for that, though.
Thank you, Axel. Draco.
Yeah, it's pretty much on par with exactly what I was thinking. I mean, we literally need people that are actually around to be able to have the locals even push anything, right? And then obviously, if shit hits the fan, you know, people are gonna tend to try to go, you know, for these sprays and shit. And obviously, we need the most active people around too. So I mean, I don't think per se it's like, you know, for the people that can shoot whatever. I don't really think that matters. But I mean, obviously, it's always preferred. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the app kind of, it's stupid. I hate the app, but I mean, it is a big thing, you know, that actually helps CSET as a whole, not just, you know, for nothing, I guess.
Mona.
I agree. I don't think it's just about the combat, like we mentioned as well. It's like a big source of our income, you know, locals and shit like that. So I don't know, I think it's just a mix of both, really. So whoever is like, you know, showing that they're active and doing shit all the time, doing banks and whatnot, should be on it.
Okay. Chano.
It's hard to, I guess, probably say anything different to these guys because I'm pretty much in this very similar mindset. But if I was trying to say like my own sort of personal piece, it would definitely be more of a combat situation for me. Again, the whole spray
This motherfucker wants to bust, bro.
Moneymaker for us and the whole group. So I definitely do understand why having the people you have on there are on there, right? And someone like myself not being on there, because when it comes to it, I'm not going to be the person that is 9 times out of 10 going to be able to hold it down in that way. So the bank situation, I don't really see as a problem, because if I need codes and some shit, if I want to do some shit with a group, with the hangarounds, with anybody really, I can just ask someone that's on there to grab some codes for us. So it's not, I don't see that as too big of an issue for me personally. And then I don't really deal with too much else on that side of it, so I don't really know the full inner workings of it, the local and stuff. But I understand it's a very important part for what a lot of people in this group do. So
I have a question for you, Shana.
Yeah.
I want you to be honest. Do you feel any less seaside by not being on?
By not being on the app?
Yeah.
No.
Does it? And again, be honest. Is it frustrating for you to have a hangaround on the app over yourself?
Personally, no.
Just wanted to get your thoughts on it.
I can understand if some people would be feeling some sort of way about it. No, I guess in a sense, like, they're not seaside, right? So I can understand it from that perspective, but personally for me, like, if that's a way for them to, one, prove that they should be when it comes down to, you know, everybody voting them in or not, then, you know, that to me is a way that they can kind of prove themselves as well. And, you know, if they've obviously shown to the council that, you know, they're an asset to what we're doing and what we're trying to protect and defend for everybody, then that's the way I see it as well.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I want to bring up something as well, guys. You know, I fucking hate the fact that it seems like we're choosing, you know, we're dropping good people just because somebody's ability or whatever, but that's not going to be the case, all right? Like, I need you all to just trust my judgment, the council's judgment, because I've been thinking about it a lot. And the only way for us to change and for us to go in the right direction is for us to be honest. And, you know, we should adapt to all the decisions that we made. Okay, I hope you guys believe me when I say, you know, like for example, Nigel being a hang around, going to the app, he was really there for us, guys. You know, it's a big reason we were able to do a lot of the shit that we were doing, but it should not be the determining factor on what how we proceed and how the app works in the future. I know that you guys dislike people going in the app as hang-arounds, and trust me, that won't happen as often anymore. If you guys are not around during AU and I feel fucking lonely as fuck and I'm getting clapped, yeah, I will. I'll add whoever the fuck.
Well, that's
I
what
think,
I
you know
always
I mean?
said too. I always said if there's a real like a reason, then you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you're on your own, you're getting clapped. Then that's a big enough reason,
Yeah,
right there.
I hope you guys understand like how much like these positions mean to me as well. Like, you know, Terry, I kept you on the app for fucking 6 months, bro. Even though you didn't show up once, because I didn't want to hang around to take your spot. I wanted to see your name every time I opened that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not some fucking ha ha ha. I just put anybody can fucking shoot there. You know, it means something to me too. I gotta make the fucking right decisions. You know, you guys need to trust me a little bit more on that. But yeah. Who was supposed to talk next? Was it Ivan?
I pretty much said what I wanted. Like, only a couple of points I wanted to emphasize really is that the banks, you don't need to be like, you don't need to be on the app to have. It's just a matter of getting code, and then it's the most active people. And the whole app issue, pragmatic. I'm trying to stay pragmatic. Yeah, maybe I feel some sort of way about hang-arounds being on the app, but I'm staying pragmatic about it. I want people to be actually, you know, contributing positively to the whole gang by being in the app. And the way as it is right now, that's the way I see it. Maybe yeah, we need some more flexibility, but that about that, you know, it's no big issue for anything with anything other than that.
But what does the app mean for you? Like, what do you think about when you think about it? I think that was the main question. You know?
Me personally, yeah, I see it as a thing as to get us monetary up there. It's all three ways. It's the banco, it's the local, it's the spray. All points towards money. More sprays, more money. Bancos equal money. Local equals money. It's all about money. Yeah, one of them includes combat, and that's why certain people are up there sometimes rather than the others. But it's all about money, really.
All right, fair enough. Terry?
I think the app, of course, it's about money. Like you make a lot of money through the app, but I also think the app it's a seaside thing, right? Like if you're a part of seaside, you wouldn't, if you wasn't a part of seaside, there's no way you'd be on the app. And I also think like, as much as I love the hangarounds, like the hangarounds just ain't seaside at the minute. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like the app's more. It's just more a seaside thing. Like you should be fully in seaside, no hang around, no like a stage. I can't remember
the good
last
thing
time,
about this
like, we had
chat,
combat through the app, like with
this
like,
guy
sprays or anything.
Is
just more
going to
you
be
just
a
make
good
money.
he
And
needs
I
to
just
manage
don't
the
think- I just think
hang-arounds,
the
actually.
app's just a seaside
He's the
thing.
one
I
guy
don't
that
think,
should manage hang-arounds because he'd
like,
fuck
a
him up.
hang-around should be on it. That's just my opinion. Unless there's a reason for it.
Thank you, Terry. Right, if we ever need somebody to manage hang-arounds, guys, we should just get Terry to do it. This guy would fuck him up. That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what we need. He's like the old KJ. He's like the old KJ, bro.
He's like the
Yeah,
Sassad version of me when he talks about the hangarounds.
He called when
I
he
feel like I'm back in the Sassad
when he heard about Vidal leaving, bro. He called me up and said, "Hey, Vidal, man, he needs a bullet, mate." And I was, what the fuck?
And if you give him the call, I would have smoked him, bro.
Damn.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, thank you, Terry. I almost called you the wrong name, Cass.
I'm with Terry, where I think the app is for members of Seaside, and hangarounds are not members of Seaside. It has to do a lot with getting money within the gang. And I know it's been brought up, we're looking at the locals and everything, and if we're trusting hangarounds to already know everything that we put on the locals and how much money we're making and taking money off of them and doing whatever, then why are they still hangarounds?
Good point.
Because at that point, if you're trusting them to do all of this shit, then you might as well just give them a flag and call it the end of the day.
John, you will never be on the fucking
When-
app as a hang-around.
When it comes to combat things, I get it, but I think if we have full members of Seaside in the app and don't manage to defend a spray, then we could always work to get it back. It just might be harder.
I like it. I'm biased towards you though. Next, Michael.
Well, you know how I feel about it. At the end of the day, I'm not on the app. I don't care about the app per se. I don't think you should define ranks based on the app. But like Cass said, when you're a hangaround and when you're a member, that's two different things. Hangarounds are working their way towards being a member. They shouldn't have access to some things. I'm not saying they shouldn't have access to like everything, but there is definitely things a member, a hangaround shouldn't know about, because they could just come in here, become a hangaround, get all the information, and then fuck off again, like we've seen, like recently.
True.
But at the end of the day, like,
Agreed.
the app shouldn't define ranking, because that's not what it's there for. If you're a hangaround, if you're a member, if you're the leader, if you're council, that's a seaside thing. It's not what the app defines. But at the end of the day, I don't care about the app. I don't want to be on it personally. It's not my thing. So, but I agree with Kaz in terms of people shouldn't get access to all the information that the app has when you're a hangaround. But I'm not against. It's a weird balance, because like you said, they can help defend. Some hangarounds around more than others. So it's really up to you if you trust them with certain things. But then again, you could just make them a member if we're that far ahead.
Got you. Okay. Thank you, Michael. KJ?
Yeah, but for me, the app is a way of making money. I don't know if everybody knows, but for our guy to sell our shit, we need to have 6 people around before he feel like, okay, I'm safe enough to go out and fucking push the shit. Then it comes to the people who are on the app. For me, it's more about who is most active. Doesn't matter what rank you are. If you're active, our guy will make us money. That's how I look at it. Do I agree with, hang around, full member, maybe don't need every information and stuff like that? Yeah, I can agree to that. But at the same time, I will say this though, like a lot of the people who've been, monitoring, like making sure, our homie is like well fed and have the shit he needs, it's been like before it was Smalls when he was a hang around, I think. And now like I have Mona, you've been watching that a little bit. I don't know if Nigel have been, a part of that or not. But I don't know which full members here have been every day waking up, checking, our homie, making sure our homie has stuff to push. If somebody else is better off doing your job, I gotta be honest with you, I don't give a fuck if it's a hanger-on or not. If he does your full member job better than you are doing as a full member, he's making us money. That's how I look at it. And so be it if he knows about it.
Never mind.
Sorry. No, I'm done.
I was just gonna say, like, if that's what it's all about, is making money. A hangaround can still make money in a different way. But then we're going back to what we talked about earlier, which is telling a hangaround to go out and fucking grind oxy or weed or whatever.
Yeah, I think I'll be honest with you.
Or maybe we get or like this. Let's say we're 6 people awake, like 5 members and 1 hangaround, but our homie is not selling anything. Why? Because the rest of the boys are sleepy. I've been doing that, for the past 2 weeks. Then he could be on the app and we could still make money, as a gang as a whole. Stars. Make sure, our funds are good and stuff like that. So it's kind of like it depends on what you value basically and what you want. And you need to you need to take something, give something basically, and you need to weigh it up, of what you're gaining in return.
All right, thank you, KJ. Think about your card now. Jaden?
I would say the app is sort of like a bunch of everything, and I would say the most important thing about the app is it sort of points out in what direction we're trying to go in as a gang, and that gets reflected by the people that are on the app. I don't really care if it's hangarounds or not, because I would trust in the leadership to pick the correct people to be on the app to push in that direction. That's basically how I see it.
Thank you. DeAndre?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like the app for me personally is like comes down to a few points. Like obviously the sprays, you know what I'm saying? That's combat. We gotta hold our shit down. Also, if we want to expand.